Toronto, Montreal's in Toronto. I was going to say Toronto's in Montreal. Montreal in Toronto, trying to beat them second game this season. That's an awful start, everybody. I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of blue, blonde, rouge. What a horrible start to my show. Hopefully, I'll do better. The struggling Montreal Canadiens are in Toronto to take on the not as struggling. I guess they're not really struggling. Struggling to score 5-on-5, though, Toronto, in their last few games. They're without Austin Matthews tonight. And, I got more stuff on the game. I'll tell you that in a minute. I got a few stats on the game. And I got this guy here, or girl. Guess the score contest. If you guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game. And you can pick that guy from either side, either team. And if you are the first person in the chat with that guess and from Canada, you could win the $10 prize directly into your bank account via Interact. So leave your guesses in the chat, and good luck to everybody who's going to make a guess. I'll tell you mine right now before I forget. I am going with 3-2 Montreal. Cole Caulfield getting the first goal. 3-2 Montreal. Cole Caulfield, says I. Before I get to the rest, let's see who's here. Mr. Guru, 5-2 for the Leafs. Marner with the first goal. Gislain says 4-3 Habs. Suzuki first goal. Adam says something totally ridiculous. Wonder fills in the house. The Montreal Gallaghers will win 6-3, and Brendan will score all over, but I think he means all the goals. Joe from the future, Habs 4-3, Gallagher first goal. Doug, 4-3 Montreal, Cole first goal. Justin, Aki 5-4 Habs, Slav. Let's face it, who else are we gonna beat to break this losing streak? Perfect team. Justin says gonna say Mitch Marner, but you didn't give a score for the. You gotta give a score too. Derek, 4-2 Montreal, no goal scorer. Got to have a goal scorer. David, 4-1 Toronto, Marner. Do I think Marty St. Louis' days are numbered? I do not. Joe from the future is a perfect moniker. I've been calling her that for like a long time. Derek says Slav for the first goal. Okay. Since Coach Marty was mentioned, let me go over what I got here. Right here. Oh, first, Toronto's got a new goalie. At least if Joseph Wall can't go, he's going to go. It's a new goalie. He is going to, apparently, let's see, what does it say? He's got a slogan. Going to make the Leafs great again. It's this guy right here. Number 45. Actually, you should update that to number 47. Toronto's new goalie. I came here for something. What did I come here to do? I guess to do this. All right. On Coach Marty. What do I got here? Okay, first. Okay, this is in the wrong spot. This is the system they're running for the defense. So this was what he said recently on his team, playing the hybrid defensive system, a mix of zone coverage and man-on-man, of structure and pressure. When asked about Montreal's defensive system recently, St. Louis responded, could I play something that's easier right now? Maybe. There's no system that's bulletproof. But I find that we're trying to play in a way where I think the league is going. There are several teams that play this way, but they do it better than we do. So we'll need to keep improving on it. Well, that answers something why they're playing this defensive system, is he believes that's where the NHL is heading. He wants to be ready when this team is ready to compete or to contend. He wants to be ready with the modern system. I don't think that's a bad thing. Teach it to these kids while they're young. All right, here is one last thing, and then I'll say what I have to say. So this is Coach Marty's coaching record since he took over from the guy before him. I can't remember, Ducharme. Not a great record, right? 214 games, 79 wins, 107 losses, 28 overtime or shootout losses. Yeah, that's the right number of games. 186 points, a .435 winning percentage, right? Not great. He took over from a team in tatters. So that first year, that's not on him. And then they rebuilt. He's coaching a rebuilding team. Young. You're going to put it all on him? I don't. That makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me. Stop reading journalists that need to get clicks so people read so they can get paid. Stop reading their bullshit that they put out there. Coach Marty's job is safe. Coach Marty's job is safe. So no, I don't think anything's going to happen to Coach Marty. Not this year, that's for sure. All right, let's get back to what I got. So Shea Weber will be coming to Montreal next week. So this is on his return. He says, I'm nervous. That's going to be emotional for sure. As soon as I got the call from the Habs, I told them I'd go 100%. And then I just got nervous right away. Like, oh my God, I haven't been back there and I'm going to cry for sure. It's just going to be a lot of emotions. I'm grateful for everything the fans gave me, the support they gave me, and I'm just excited to go back. So I don't know what game, but he's going to be honored. I guess when they get back. They're on the road. So I think it's actually next Saturday because they're back then at home. What else I got? This is the 770th game between the Habs and the Leafs, and I imagine that's regular season, 770 games. There's no Austin Matthews tonight. He's out with an upper body injury. From what I read, he's going to miss at least tonight in the next game, and then I guess they'll evaluate him. William Nylander is tied at 10 goals with Cole Caulfield and Nico Hischier for the second most in the NHL. I don't know who it is that has the 11 or who is higher than them. Somebody is. It's also the second of back-to-back games for Toronto. Special teams will be big tonight. Leafs scored 5 goals in their last 5 power play goals in their last 3 games. No 5-on-5. 5 power play, 2 empty netters, I think, or shorties. I'm not sure. The Habs have given up only 1 power play goal in the last 3 games. So the PK's playing well. Special teams could have a big impact on what's going to happen tonight. I don't know if they're back yet. Home and away. Montreal's away. They're 1-5-0 on the road. Leafs are 6-2-0 at home. Okay, power play, 20.8% for Montreal, 18.4% for Toronto. Penalty kill, 83.3%, 85% for Toronto. So that's pretty close. We're good. Face-off percentage, 48.4% for Montreal, 54.9% for Toronto. They got the advantage there. Goals for per game, 2.71 for Montreal, 3.07. Not a huge difference there. Goals against per game, 4.07 for Montreal, 2.67 for Toronto. That's a big difference. That could make, their defense is obviously better this year. Refs tonight, here's a problem. TJ Luxmore and Kelly Sutherland. Kelly Sutherland, I hate him. Not a good ref. We'll see what happens tonight, but it's not usually good when he's reffing. Atlantic Division, top to bottom, Florida and then Toronto in second. Tampa and Boston tied for third. Detroit and Buffalo tied for fifth. Ottawa and then Montreal on the bottom. Hopefully they can start something and get going. We'll have Joseph Wall and Sam Montembeault. Monty is 3-6-1, 3.46 goals against, 8.92 save percentage, 1 shutout. Wall is 1-2-0, 2.70 goals against, 8.92 save percentage, no shutouts. Lines. These are the Leafs lines. You know what? Who cares about the Leafs lines? Domi will center for Matthews. That's all I'm going to show you. Who cares? Who cares? Same lines as against Jersey for Montreal. Suzuki, Caulfield, Doc. Evans, Newhook, Slav. Dvorak, Anderson, Gallagher. Condotta, Heineman, Armia. Matheson, Dooley, Hudson, Savard, Jack Struble, Monty starting, and there you go. And I made it before it starts. So I'm watching it on CBC tonight. So if you're in Canada and you don't want any delay, watch it on CBC. I'm over the air, though, so I'll have even less delay. Let's get back to you guys. There are a lot of comments. Don't know I'll get to all of them before it starts up. Yikes. Pacioretty is fragile. One hit and he's injured again. I don't want him to be injured. It's not that. Adam admits Wall sucks right now. He's not playing well right now. So, yeah, good that we get him. He does heal fast, Pacioretty, except for the Achilles tendon. Luckily, we're not facing Stallers. We faced him game 1. Phil says, lucky this isn't a game 7. Because then you know how that would turn out. Luckily sounds like a cool Pokemon. Lucklitty. Okay. Did someone spell it like that? All right. Bye-bye. Habs 4. Montreal 2. No. That's Habs are going to beat themselves. Habs 4, Leafs 2. Barron is not in the game, so we got to come up with someone else. The Habs will put the Zamboni driver in that guaranteed win. That's it. Just pretend, Monty. Monty, I think, drove the Zamboni before the game started. Brad says, hello, lads. The Habs suck. That's what Brad said. I did play a Pokemon game in 98, but anything that you gotta catch all of is probably an unproductive area of interest. Diseases. Gotta catch them all. Took over a journeyman loaded team all on 5-year salaries. What are we talking about? The Leafs? Marty's job is safe. You don't fire a coach in a rebuild. The effort should not be less than last year at least. What's wrong with their effort? Okay, I shouldn't say that. There's been games where their effort has been shitty. We're in a rebuild. It's still a rebuild. You got to look at it that way. It's still a rebuild. We got probably this year and 2 more to go. Here, who goes? .435 winning percentage with the most injured team in NHL history and a year and a half of rebuild after that. If you take the circumstances into account, it's not a terrible record. Exactly. Honor him for what? Honor what? What? What do you mean honor who, what, where? Matt is at the Boston game, actually, tonight, so Matt will not be here. Besides that, it's Saturday, and it's his day off. November 9th, 1957, Claude Provost scored in 4 seconds flat. Okay. Anyway, I wasn't around, so. You're putting a shrimp on the Barbie tonight. Are you in Australia? No, I'm not answering that. Sean, people are stupid. It's 26 months into the rebuild. Young players are playing, and the vets are not good enough. Let's wait until the good players drafted are in and picked up. It's sad how fans are. I agree. Sutherland, oh shit, says Baybye. Our team name has been the Montreal Injuries for a few years now, and this is true. Monty is so underrated. He is prime number 1 goalie. Give him a minute. He's fine. I mean, he hasn't been great in every game, but he's been good and really good and great in one anyway, and really good in a couple others at least. And the team and the others have let him down. Not in every game. He had 1 or 2 bad games, but, it's early still in the season. Sort of. A-hole Domi. Yes, he is. Brett, and that is true. They're probably, this year's the rock bottom. We'll get better from here. How much? I don't know, but it's going to be another probably 2-3 years. Change my score to Hudson, says Baybye. Awesome, no worries. Crosby now has the most face-offs won in history. Granted, they didn't count it before 2007, but considering the seasons are longer now, and he's been a first center all his long career, he is a Hall of Famer. There's no healing an Achilles tendon. I think Habs beating themselves sounds like a win. Also, a win of sorts. CBC finally got the Habs game. Too bad we share the game with the Leafs. Yeah, they're not on CBC a ton this year on Saturdays. Weber in because he's a Hall of Famer. He's going to be inducted, so we're honoring him, I guess. Don't want to know how I feel. I'm not talking politics today. You don't want to know how I feel. Hey, Andre. How's it going, Andre? No worries, Brad. Say hi to the Amazon driver. We are going in for a national anthem. Only one tonight. Whew. I don't know. I hope for a good game at least. And I don't know. Montreal is able to usually, anyways, elevates their game against Toronto. So even when they're not playing well, they seem to play well against Toronto. Not every single time, but let's hope tonight's one of them. And we did that in game one of the season and held them to nothing and beat them 1-0. So build on that and, embarrass them Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh, is that what the honor thing was about? I'm sorry. I didn't know that's what you were answering. Okay, I get it now. No, 100%. I have no problem with it. I have no problem with it. Won't be much longer that we'll have these veterans from World War II around. Wonder how they feel about it. Weber for PK was a huge win for Montreal and its fans. He was a unicorn. Weber was a unicorn. You know, I never noticed. Is that because he kept it under his helmet? I never noticed the thing. Who knew? Okay, but Phil, a unicorn in what way? Not sure that I agree that he was a unicorn. One thing he was, though, for handling pain, his pain threshold was pretty goddamn high. Heard the Flames fans don't want to finish 11th. Don't want to finish 11th? No, because then we get the pick. They want to finish 10th or less, right? Phil just pulled out. That's probably more than we need to know, but hey, good thing, there's enough kids in this world. That's what they call it now at your house, eh? Pull out the pie from the oven. And you put the ice cream all over it, right? If you have children in the room, please cover their ears. All righty. Oh, shit, it is 20 minutes in. Yeah, that's right. The ceremony they just did. I forgot. In my case, it's called a pot pie. They are about to drop the puck, my friends. Come on, boys. Let's give these Leafs a game and a half. We're underway. We should know pretty quickly in. And how we're going to, basically how they're playing. We'll see. Monty was freaking good in that first game of the season, and it's the only reason that Montreal really beat them. We weren't good in our own zone, but Monty was good, so may need that again tonight. Let's see. Or we could have an improved defense. That would be nice. Over the Glass by Matthew Nyes. It's on CBC. Put an antenna on your TV. You'll pick it up. Beautiful picture tonight, too, from the CBC. Oh, yeah, Caulfield to Suzuki. That was close. The boys are a buzzing. Caulfield, Suzuki, Doc, they need to be a little bit better production-wise. They need to be a little better. Did Patch? I didn't see it. You're not supposed to hit anybody on the numbers. But the refs go, I see nothing. I know nothing. If you're old enough to know where that's from, let me know in the comments. Cheese baguettes, frogs, and white flags. What the hell is that about? We are just over 2 minutes in. Toronto has a shot, and that's it, and there's no score. Ryan Reeves definitely don't want to be on the ice with Arbor, it looks like to me. I'll give him a break. Who will break his goddamn cane? And I don't like Sutherland. He's not a good ref. Oh, so close. So close. Line 4. Coming close there. I see what you did there up there, Phil. I ignored it. Water, Helen, water. What's that from? Like, I don't get it. It's something from what I said. I can't even remember what I said before. Four minutes in, still the one shot. That's it. Although I think I saw Toronto get a second one, so I don't know if that one shot's accurate. And as I said, they put the two up there now. New Hook with 2 goals last game. Nothing there. I'm not sure, but I think Montreal's been in their zone more than they have been on ours. I'm not positive, but it looks like it. Montreal doing a lot of buzzing around the net. Doc leapfrogs and tried to over Suzuki. I don't know what that's about. Oh, I just saw. I didn't see the Keller. Helen Keller. Yeah, I saw that. I guess. I know who Helen Keller is. I'm not like a kid of 20 something who doesn't know. They don't know anything. They're not taught anything. I learned all about her in school when I was like in grade school. Jeez. I'm not that old that I forgot all that stuff either. Kiefer Sutherland. Kiefer Sutherland got respect for her. Kelly Sutherland? Nope. See, now they're at least getting some zone time. Because I said something. Good save, Monty. 3 shots to 2 now for Toronto. No score still. Almost 6 minutes in. Got a whistle. Pussy Reeves out there. Arbor's in the game tonight. You know what Reeves is going to do? Nothing. That's a good. Actually, I like that, Phil. Maybe that's the problem. They're getting their ref trainers from the society. What is it? The Society for the Blind. Maybe that's not a good idea. Flipped up and into the netting by, I think, Nylander. Love a face off. I guess just over Montreal's blue line. When wannabe future refs get their job interview, they take the ones whose cars are the most damaged. It's just not what he's saying. The Leafs are playing a man down on D. Maybe that's the slogan. I just found the slogan for the Helen Keller Foundation of Referee Training. We've never seen anything. We never saw it coming. All right, we're back here after commercials. Almost 7 minutes in. Almost. What that was the whistle for? No idea what that whistle was for. Anybody? Ray, you gotta watch out. Ray. OJ. Who's OJ? Oh. Habs are getting some good chances. Ten minutes in, so halfway through the first. They actually fired a coach, ref. I mean, that's weird. That's the goddamn puck properly. The fuck was that? Was that whistle down for offside? Not offside, icing. But the goalie stopped it before it hit the line. How does that? How the hell does that work? Oh, I don't get it. They couldn't fire him because then they look like, well, maybe they're not the best refs in sport. Just let him sort of, like that meme of Homer going back into the bushes. Yeah, just let him do that. Gone. Want them to slow down their game? No, I don't think so. At least they'll walk around them if they slow it down. So far, so good. I mean, neither team is. If you ask me, Habs are looking a little bit like slightly better than the Leafs tonight so far, but it's pretty even. Yeah, I mean, Daniel, like keep going. Let the passing all like catch up. Let them catch up on that. But definitely don't slow the game down. Icing against Habs. This time, that was icing. Only on the red jersey, I would think, Shazna. $7:20 left in the first. Shots are 4-2 for Toronto. That's it. No score. Shots are really low. There's one by Nylander. Save Monty. Who do you want Devo to whip? Quebec is special. It is special to live here. It is special here, I have to say. Not in a good way. Icing again. There'd be nothing you'd change about it, Phil? You love everything about it here? Mambo Italiano. Did I see that? I think I did. It's like it's old. I think I saw that. Man, Habs, get some shots on the net, actually, would be nice. They got a bunch of shot attempts and there's nothing on net. 2 shots. Ah, fuck. They scored. It dribbled through Monty. I don't know what happened there. He definitely got a piece of it. Timmins with the goal. Funny, I ask a lot of people about that. I've asked a lot of people what they would change in Quebec. Not one says the racism. Well, it's not racism. Well, it is racism, but the hatred against the not one says that. And then they wonder why I'm the way I am. Under 5 minutes to go in the first. I should be the change I want to see. I don't go around bashing English people. I don't go around outlawing their language. How come that's not something that you want to see better about Quebec? And everybody that I've asked this of, obviously that's not English. How come that never makes the top of the list? It never does. My dog is dreaming. I changed what I said. If you don't listen to my freaking words, whatever, your ears need to be. I know I said, and I changed it. So listen. Funny how it's always the French people that. Always that. Don't let it bother me so much. Oh, no, you're right. Well, you're right. I shouldn't let it bother me. Wow. That's why I said no politics today. Why are we talking about this garbage? Yeah, I should suffer it a little easier. Should be more calm and suffer it easier. So if the other provinces, if there is that, I should suffer for that. I should. And then you'll say it's something, oh, don't us and them. Don't us and them me. I'm never going to apologize here in Quebec for the way I feel about it. But believe me, it's something I would change about Quebec. And I love Quebec, but I would freaking change that. Other than that, I'm still in a good mood, by the way. Still one goal, right? No, they just showed it again. Habs could be in trouble in this game already. Yeah, Daniel's got it right. All good. I'm all good. Aiken asks if I've ever tried to learn French, and my answer is Mon esti de calice de tabernacle. Je suis parlé français un peu. Je suis pas fluent, mais je suis parle français. But why should I? Jesus Christ. Well, you guys look at me and think because I'm missing a tooth, I'm an idiot. Hey. All right. Anyway, calm down. Calm down, okay? Did I ever try to learn French? Went to school in Quebec. See, call this. We're still got the period on. I get by. Been living here my whole life. Worked here my whole life. Got by. I can speak. But why should I? Why should I? They buy. I said that before. They got a lot of shot attempts. Still 2 shots. So. Hey, Derek. Have a good one, man. Paul. Just letting you know, fuck means a lot more. Tabernacle is just some religious saying. What was my I didn't have a I'm not a professional. I was in logistics. I don't think the second period is going to go well for Montreal. I don't know. I don't like what I'm seeing exactly. I don't know how to put a finger on it either. We'll see how it goes. $40 seconds left. You guys got to try to teach me words. I was married to a French girl for over 20 years in a French family. If you don't think I know how to swear in French, I don't know. Ooh, is he hurt? Patch is down. Patch tore. Oh, he tore something in his leg. Who said Patch is going to get hurt earlier? I think he did. Oh, we're getting French swearing lessons. Nice. And it's 1-0 after one period of play. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Montreal's kind of picked it up in the last minute there. We'll see. We'll see what second period brings. But for now, it's 1-0. We beat them 1-0 in the first game of the season. Let's hope it doesn't stay that way. Joe, you did. It's actually the argument room. You stumbled on the argument room. You want an argument? $5. We'll give you an argument. Phil, there's stuff I see there. I don't know. There was a couple of things. I can't put my finger on it, and I don't know. We'll see how that plays out in the second period. Paul's got to get his compulsory Joshua Roy comment in there. The missing guy scored the first goal of the game? What do you mean the missing guy? Timmins got it, no? Again, not yet. Okay, he put yet. Lots of hockey. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong. There's lots of hockey goes both ways, but Montreal needs to get a shot on net. There are a lot of them aimed at the net, not hitting it, though. Is a problem. You do believe Roy and X will BBE top minutes eaters on our team for a long time. Joshua Roy and X, Jackai? Paul, Kelly Sutherland is one of the refs. That's all you need to know. We still in it. Yep. Huzu, it's not crazy. Spanish and French languages are very close. How do you think that's crazy? Timmins is a defenseman? I thought he was a forward. Anyway, we got an intermission. Hopefully we won't argue about language and Quebec. I guarantee you, we're going to argue with language and Quebec. You French guys are not going to like what I have to say. It's better off that I don't say it. That way we can all stay friends. English is using 40% of French words. Not French words, but they derive from French words. We have some Latin words, some German words. Joe, you sing in Italian and you sing in Latin? Okay, that's weird. I just gotta say, that's a bit weird. I can imagine it sounds kind of. I can't even imagine, actually. Besides, anyway, Gislain, also in Quebec, French is also using 40% English words. But I can't see them in print, though, because if they're in print, they burn your eye. Did you know that? If you actually in Quebec, if you go to a store or even anywhere and you see an English word and it's printed, you could burn your eyes. I bet you a lot of people didn't know that. And this is the reason, apparently, for why they want to outlaw the English, is because they don't want people to have their eyes burnt out. You don't want all, like half of, no, we're not half. It'd be like 6 million people in Quebec that can't, that are blind because they saw an English word. Heaven forbid. You're a member of a choir, Joe? I didn't know that. Actually, I think I did. I must have seen a post or something on Twitter because now that makes me think I know that. Dang, that's me. I can't. I try. I do. I've got videos where I sing. But I can't sing, and it's no better if it's in a different language. Oh, I know the big difference here for I'd say what 95% of English people in Quebec speak French. I wonder if it's 95% of French people that speak English. That's a big difference. I don't know. To me, that's a big difference. It's not an insult to say that English is a simple language, and you're wrong because it's not a simple language. Top corner, there's hatred between everybody now. Everybody. That's what is being sown out there by the politicians is hatred and division. They're right-wing politicians. And that's what we got. We got a world now that everybody hates everybody else. You read music, Joe. I didn't know. I wish I would have. I would have been a better guitar player if I read music, I think. It has been simplified a lot since the days of Shakespeare. No, English in those days and English today, two different languages. There's no hate. I was just like, I guess it's nice to be you. Paul, I think Pacioretty is gone. Hurt his thigh. English hurts, French tortures. Okay. It's divide and conquer, Jocelyn. Who's in English? Not everything has a gender. No, in French, everything has a gender. Even the gender has a gender. Paul, I can guarantee you, they still hated you. They just didn't hate you to your face. They're polite about it here. They're very polite about their hatred. Well, good thing we didn't start talking about politics, though. All right. What are we going to talk about other than this stuff? And I told myself, I went to walk the dog, as always, before the show. No politics. No politics. You're not talking politics. You're not going to lose your temper. You're not. It didn't last that long, did it? I didn't really lose my temper today. Top corner, she's in Australia. They say things differently than they do here. So it's not, I don't think that's fair to say that. So New Guinea, that's a French? They speak French there, Daniel? Lucas. Yeah, no, decent first period, and yes, we're still in it. Only down by one. I'm just worried about the second, Lucas. But yeah, I thought they did okay in the first. It's best to be bilingual, trilingual, whatever they say after that. There's nothing wrong with learning new languages. Nothing wrong with it at all. But not when there's a gun to your head. When there's a gun to your head, you know what? You tend to not want to. Or you could say, well, you learn them even more so because there's a gun to your head. I don't react like that. I'm doing fine and not doing fine all at the same time. I'm kind of like Schrodinger's cat, right? I'm alive and I'm dead all at the same time. And as long as I'm entertaining, that's what matters. That's what I'm here for. Oh, Guinea, Africa. Okay, I didn't. Okay, it's new to me. Geography was not my subject. Who's watching Kindergarten Cop? Not me. I saw it like years ago. It's a tumor. It's a tumor. It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor. There you go. I also learned to understand any English accent in college, says Huzu. I had a teacher who spent her whole life in India. It was like Apu on top of Apu. First day of school, I couldn't understand a thing. I'm not too bad understanding people. Um, you know, when they talk, depending. Like I love English shows and movies, Australian, New Zealand. So those accents I usually get, unless it's really heavy, like Cockney or something like that, then it could be hard. When I was a kid, we had a maid from Jamaica, wonderful person, and she was very easy to understand. But her friends, because her English was not very heavily accented, but her friends, oh my god! So I can understand Jamaican people, not too bad. Let's see what else. Anyway, Phil is a polyglot. Yeah, I try not to polyglot too often. How come my Christmas tree is up? Because um it's Christmas is coming up. I know I put it up early this year a little bit. Just a little bit. It helps me cope with the events of our day right now. Hey Devin, how's it going? In Newfoundland, we got our own language. That's true and not true, right? It depends on who's speaking it. Because I know a lot of people from Newfoundland through this have heard them speak. Totally not hard to understand at all. But I remember as a kid, the first person I ever met from Newfoundland was at a hockey game. As a matter of fact, at the Forum, and sat next to this guy and his son, his younger son. So he was a kid. The guy talked to me all night. I could hardly understand a word he said. So it all depends, I guess, where you are from in Newfoundland as well. The Aboriginals were fluent in 5 languages prior to laws forbidding Aboriginal languages. So, Joe, I mean, if anybody out here understands what I'm talking about, Joe, I bet you understands a bit of what I'm going through here. Cope with what? What do you mean cope with what? I choose not to share what I'm coping with. Or you don't cope with things? Or you just want to hear me say something that I don't want to talk about, but I know what you want. But yeah, that, okay? I don't know what Phil's saying. I would rather live nowhere else. Top corner. I would rather live nowhere else. I love Quebec. I don't love what's happening here. I love where I grew up. Why wouldn't I? Doesn't mean I have to love the discrimination. There, that's the better word. Discrimination. Try to tell me that's not the right word, Aiken. The things we put up with. What do I do? What am I doing to keep it as I remember? I remember in what way? I don't want to keep it, pretty much I don't want to keep it in any way that I remember. Because before 1976, right? We weren't the best with French people. We were kind of, it was kind of, I get what you guys didn't like. I don't want to go back to that. And then after 76, well, then it was me getting discriminated against. And I don't want to go back to that at all, which I'm still going through. So, no, I want to go to something new. Somewhere where we can all live in peace and it doesn't matter what language you speak or what sign is up on the wall. Top corner. I'm a dual citizen. I was born in the States. My parents are Canadian from Montreal, and I've been here since I'm 4. My dad was just working there for IBM. That's what I'm saying, Huzu. I'm not a gross American. I'm a cool American. Not enough of us around, but I'm not a gross American. All right. Period 2 is about to start. And we're underway. Let's hope for a better result and more shots on net in period 2. A minute gone. Have I watched a good or great show lately? I just saw the second season of Diplomat. Yeah, I've seen some good shows lately. Oh, that was close. That was close. Not close enough. Paul says ice is slow tonight. How can you tell? That's Leafs ice. What do you expect? Savard looked like he was gonna fall over trying to catch up to that puck. Paul, you know what? You might have something though about that because I was thinking in the first period, some of the Habs looked really slow out there, like they're skating in mud. Maybe you're right. It's just like I think they're leaving while there for development. He's going to play a lot more minutes down there. He's scoring a ton. I think it's better for him. Have a good dominating year down there. Nothing wrong with it. And I think you can see that, like, if they were trying to win and trying to make the playoffs, like that kind of mindset, they'd have called him up. But they know that's not happening here this year. So why have him here? He's got a chance to win a championship in Laval. So let him do that. Possible. It's better for his development, if you ask me. Oh, Montreal got a third shot. Oh, I missed it. Oh, who's those people? I ain't got a chance in hell to understand. Even my ex-wife would say, I didn't understand what he said. 2:30 in, 2.5 minutes in. Shots are 7-3 for Toronto. 1-0 Toronto. Um, it's kind of a boring second period so far. That might be good for Montreal that it stays boring. Come on. Monty with a glove save. Will have a face-off right in front of him. I mean, it's really. I mean, we're only almost 3 minutes into the second, but still 8-3 for the shots. That's low. Montreal, obviously, but just overall, that's low. Ooh, ooh. Man, they just keep hitting somebody. They fired. There's somebody in front of the net. They hit that guy. Penalty coming up to Montreal for holding. Gooley. Yeah, Gooley for holding. Their power play, 18.7%, so not super good. Our PK, I think, is at about 83, 83.3, 18.4 and 83.3. So, um, they've only been scoring, by the way, power play goals till that first goal of the game. In the last few games at Toronto, 5 power play goals in the last 3 games. So they've been kind of lethal in the last 3 games. Let's see. Ah, fucking Nylander. 2-0. I had to say something, right? I had to say it. I should have just shut up and let them play. Hey. So Nylander's got 11. He's leading the league with somebody else. I don't know who. Ooh, Jackeye and Reeves. Reeves still won't challenge him at all. I'll get off the ice, he says. I better get off the ice. So is smoking flitan marinade, is that like smoking pot? Just joking. Hey there, Joey. I used to live in Laval. Where did I live? I can't remember the address exactly. 4200 block or 43 Notre Dame, near the Highway 13. That's the last time, and before that, it was a little bit more east in Chamonix off Samson Boulevard. There, that's my 2 times I ever lived in Laval. First time was when I was a kid, like 6 maybe to 8, 9, something like that. And then when I got separated from my wife, which was she got 14 years ago. Joey, that's not even close. That's not. I mean, that's ridiculous. Marty's not getting fired. Stop reading headlines that are. Stop reading stories from idiots that write them. Almost 8 minutes gone in the second. Shots are now 11-4. Montreal's got 4 shots. Wow. It's 2-0 Toronto. Yeah, just I'll tell you, I know he's not getting fired. Oh, at least just took a penalty. Montreal going on the power play. Look at that. 20.8% is their power play percentage right now. And right now, Marner's going to score shorthanded. No, he didn't. Almost. Just like he's not getting fired. It surprises me how many people want him to be fired. It seems like really, the rebuild's his fault. Man, it's his fault that they're in a rebuild. It's his fault. His players. He's got 10 players under 24. That's his fault. It's 3-0 now. What the fucking hell was that? Well, I guess the second period is not going to be so good for us. What the hell was that? Oh, Jesus, that's what it was. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it looked good, eh? Elio, he's not getting fired. Anyway, anybody want to put that in there again? I'm just not going to read that. I'm not going to get myself upset over that. I said what I said. Good save by good shot by Newhook. Good save by Wall. Yes, we got one back. Power play goal. Gallagher. That's a better way to put it. Exactly. But hey, listen, we don't know what we're talking about, of course. Why would we? He's never convinced you he can coach a team that's solid. What other team other than Montreal has he coached? So how do you say something stupid like that? Jesus. Paul, I'm years ahead of you, man. We're in a rebuild, and those guys that need to be here right now in a rebuild, Joey, are here. They're not in Laval. Except maybe Joshua Roy. So that's 7 for Galley right now. Yep. And now is the best time to test them. Well, listen, why don't you get a job with the Habs and tell them you want to be coached because you know better than they know? I'm not doing that. It's called patience. We're in a rebuild. If you guys can't have patience because we're in a rebuild, that's on you. Hell, they get another goal here, man. This is a different game. Wouldn't it be something if they pull this game out? Then what are you going to say? Or down, a little bit later in the season when they're on a winning streak and they're playing well. You're all going to be kissing his ass and what a great team this is and the way you're talking now. Why not just have patience and watch and let it develop? I don't get it. I'm not happy on a lot of nights, but I understand where they're at. A single game won't change anything. No, a single game won't change anything. I get that. But if they're on a streak, then what are you going to say? Next one that says about Coach Marty getting fired. I'm going to ignore you for this game and next. Just telling you now. That's all. Instead of getting mad at people, I'm just going to start ignoring you when you say stuff that I don't like. Not that you can't say stuff I don't like, but I'm asking you to stop talking about it. It's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, talk about shit you read into, some stupid writer writing, doesn't know what he's talking about. Phil, what game you talking about? The Habs Rangers game? All their logic is flawed. It's a rebuild. I remember that game. I was working. I had to listen to it in the car. I didn't get to see that game. What's the penalty? What penalty did we get? 4-1. What penalty did we get? They just scored again on the fucking power play. Oh, this game's gone to shit in a fucking second period. I announced it before you guys did. You feel better that you announced it too? Good for you. Augie, because they only want to they want something. They want a new coach. They don't give a shit about logic. Because a new coach is going to make a difference. The rebuild will be over because we got a new coach. Oh, wow. Why didn't I think of that? Better yet, why didn't they think, the professionals who know what the fuck they're doing, why didn't they think of that? Armia tripped somebody? That's what the penalty was? Matthews is out with an upper body injury. Jesus. Heineman went flying, the stick went the other way. That's kind of funny. Almost down to 6 minutes left here in the second. Jesus, there's a penalty. Newhook just drew a penalty. Okay, Joey, name the players you want to see up. Name them. And I think it's funny that, we're in a rebuild. 2 years in, we're in our third year. You guys are making fun of Marty's coaching background. And yet you all want some young rookie, untested kid to come in here and you're saying like that's going to be the difference. It's like, really? Yep. The problem is the young players here are inexperienced, but let's bring some younger, more inexperienced players in because that's going to make the difference. That's going to be the difference. Yep, that's what they should do. Blended, I still don't think there's a team that would want to grab his contract, to be honest, even with 1 year left. Honestly, I don't. But it wouldn't shock me. Joe Monahan was not a defenseman. I forgot they're on the power play. People. What? Now we took an interference call. Didn't see that. 4-on-4 for a minute 32. Good save, Monty, there. 3:23 left in the second. Lehkonen, I believe, is injured anyway, number one. And you got to think maybe Colorado might have something to say about that. Maybe. I mean, just maybe, you know. I might think that. Yeah, Joey, I'm not even talking to you no more. Jack, I should be traded as well. How stupid is that? How stupid is that? Sufka, wow, been an age since I see you. How's it going, Sufka? Oh no, Sufka. I said before, anybody wants to talk about that anymore? Because I'm done tonight talking about that. I'm gonna have to ignore you, man. That's ridiculous talk. You can't pin this rebuild on the coach. You can't. Oh no, Joey can speak. I just don't have to listen. There you go, top corner. Right? You seen him fight lately? I don't know. When was the last time I saw Jack Guy fight? Been a while. But I mean, all he does is fight, fight, fight. Because anyone can see that. How did I not see that? 2 minutes to go in the second. Hopefully the third is better. No, there's nothing wrong. It's a rebuild. Nothing wrong. So I've got that's going to get you kicked out of here. Seriously, don't say that name in here again. And if you're doing it just to bait me, don't do that. Oh. Savard and Domi? And Andy's trying to pull. What's going on here? Let Savard kick Domi's ass. Okay. Don't try it next stream either. Yeah, try back next decade. If you guys, it's too hard to watch. Why are you watching then? Just to complain? Oh, what's the penalty? What happened? Habs going on the power play. Okay. Oh, they're offsetting. Oh, right. Okay, with all that shit that happened, I forgot. It's 4-on-4. It's not 5-on-4. Guys, Jesus. They're on a PK. What the fuck is wrong with them then? Jesus. That was brutal there at the end. All right, well, got 18 minutes until they get back at this. This could be bad. It'll be our 6th losing streak, or you mean 6 games in a row? I mean, that's really hard to guess. Sufka, really, Sufka, don't start on me with that. It is not a good time to do that. I decide who's being respectful to me and not. Only I decide that, Phil. He's still here, Sofka. I know what he's doing, but he'll still get a 5-minute timeout when I decide. Since y'all like dictators, I'm going to be one when I want to be. Hockey first. Sure. This conversation's gone over the top already. Babe, I'm not sure what you're talking about. I didn't see anything about that. Or I don't remember. Okay, top corner, relax there. You made your point. All right, are we going to get some actual conversation going here? Phil, it's all about money for them, and it seems like the ownership. Remember, Bettman just really represents the ownership group. Paul, I agree with you. Obviously, Toronto won that period. Remember, I said I saw something I didn't like. I worried about the second period. Wow, I guess I was right. Joey, it's a rebuild. Tell me how many teams you know that rebuilt their team were good for the like at least 5. I don't think there's ever been a rebuild that's taken less than 5. We thought maybe we were quick this time, but it was wrong. We're still in a rebuild. So all you guys, your complaints and about all this and that, you're wrong because we're in a rebuild. If we weren't, then your complaints would be valid. But I mean, just like a rebuild, why should that affect my thought, my feeling, and my heart, what I want? I want them to win too. Blended, you got a point there. There's something that is missing. I can't put my finger on it, but I mean, it's not going to take them out of the rebuild. I think the coach did say something about there's a lot of guys in this losing streak. Their confidence is a bit shot. It shows. They got to work their way out of it. Aiken, you can try to make up for whatever you say. I don't care. I'm not listening right now. Justify it any way you want. Makes sense to you. If you could sleep at night, that's fine. Devin, we may not be fine after 2 years. Sorry, it may not be. It might be, but it may not be. But Adam, it's not 20-0, although there's still a period to go. We may get. Listen, if we're gonna be that low and we're gonna be on, I give us a top 3 pick. I'm happy. I mean, we're not gonna be good, and we're not gonna, make the playoffs. You finish near the bottom, so you get a good pick. I have no problem with that. Okay, Aiken, go and find it and repost it here. You want to prove it? Prove you're right. I can deny whatever I want. Go find it and post it here. Make me not be able to deny it, okay? Burger King apple pies are better than the McDonald's ones. Okay. You know what's better? Homemade banana bread muffins. That's even better. Aiken, you're taking your time going and proving what you said. Blended, I'm not talking about that subject again. Sorry. No, just not going there again. Dumb question. My opinion. When you find it, copy and paste it here, Aiken. I'll believe it. Not when you rewrite what you may have said, may not have said. Oh, I do actually remember that comment. So you like to say one thing and one the other side, and then do the same thing. So because that's what you were doing. Their Renegade Man makes a good point. Sabres, it's taking 13 years. Well, yes, we're in year 3. It's the end of the world. Because they kept selling their prospects. And what are you guys talking about doing? Getting rid of these prospects and bringing new ones. And then they don't work out. You'll want new ones. It's the same thing. And Aiken, I'm right. You know why I'm right? It's my show. Joey, it's a rebuild. That's what they're doing, is testing the players. Adam, it just like we bought in a little too quickly. That's all this year. We bought in, we were wrong. It'll take a little longer. How long? I mean, we don't know for sure. No, it's like whatever you want about being consistent, Aiken. That's fine. That's fine. Aiken, I bow down to Aiken. Aiken. Just take away the A, flip it to the end, and make it a G. My king. You feel better? I delude myself every day. Yeah, I'm the one who doesn't live in reality, but that's okay. You're right. Conservative lawyer, but the way they're playing, I don't know. It'll have to be a big turnaround in third period. Joey, I think you need to learn a little bit more about hockey. You keep saying that. That's the point of a rebuild. I understand what you're saying. Stop repeating it. Primo's a backup. Monty was playing better. He's been playing pretty good in the last couple of games. Of course, he's going to get the start against Toronto. Who are they playing next? Monday afternoon in Buffalo. Primo will get that start. Anyways, if they waive Primo, say they waive Primo, they bring up Dobish. And yet Monty gets 3 out of 4 starts. You're going to waive Dobish? You waive Primo, whether you think it or not, he's getting picked up. So that's an asset lost for nothing. That's really a great way to rebuild a team. Just give assets away and don't get anything back for them. Great rebuild. Don't you think? Just trying to preach a little patience. Oh, Ovi with another one. Ovi's going to pass Gretzky this year. I think he's determined. He's determined and he's scoring. Ooh, 2-2 in Boston with Ottawa. Excuse me. Listen, before we get a little bit more into this, I'm gonna apologize to everybody here. My mood's still off, so I'm a little more argumentative than I've been, I guess. So I apologize. I don't really mean to be this argumentative, but my mood's been up and down. So if I pissed anybody off today, kind of sorry about it. I still stand by what I've been saying, but I could be a little less tempestuous about it. So as time goes on and we get past all this stupid shit that happened, I hope my moods will get better. Right now, I'm still struggling with it. I'm sure a lot of people are. Fowler's really playing well. Fowler, I gotta think if he keeps playing like that this year, he'll make the jump to the AHL next season. I guess it's a possibility at some point. If he does do that, then next season, at some point during the season, he'll get a call up, could stick around. I mean, with that kid, I don't know. Sky's the limit with that kid. So, yeah, I mean, Fowler's down the road. If we have a little bit more patience through this rebuild with the goalies, well, he's coming soon. These guys are basically placeholders. And if Dobish proves that he's going to do, they're going to give him a look. And if he's better, they'll keep him. But how do they do that without losing Primo for nothing? That's the problem. And this Hughes kid, he's not getting a look here. He's too old. He's not an option here. Dobish, though, he's an option, without a doubt. I don't know when they'll look at him, but I don't think they're going to waive Primo to do it. Now, if we were in a race, if this was a season where we really got a chance to make the playoffs, I think they would maybe do something like that. But we're not. Top corner Fowler, he's the real deal. He's the real deal. If we have a little bit more patience, he'll be here soon. Soon enough. It's still going to be a long season or two before he gets here, but I'm not going to argue about Primo. You can't just waive him and lose him. That's bad asset management. It's not good. You don't do that. You can't just give up assets for nothing. Even no matter what you think of them, if somebody would want them, then that's an asset you can get something for, and that's what you got to do. That's my opinion. We have to manage our expectations with Fowler. I don't disagree, but I mean, you look at it. You got high expectations and hopes for that kid. I am the host. Hey, listen, I tell that to a lot of people. You should find somebody who does this. That's more to your liking if you don't like me. I am who I am. I don't hide it. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I am who I am. But as I just did before, and I've done this before, if I'm wrong, I will apologize for it. Maybe not at the moment, but I will. I'm not a piece of shit. I get moody sometimes, especially right now. But I mean, in general, I respect everybody's opinion. I don't always agree with them, but I respect them. And then when I'm moody, I act like an asshole. What can I do? I admit it. All right, we're into a little over a minute into the third. The shots are 20-11 for Toronto, 20-12 now, and it's 4-1 Toronto. And the Habs have a hell of a hole to try to dig out in the third period. I don't know if they can dig out of it. Let me put it this way. If they don't get a goal really soon, I don't know that they're going to be able to, catch up. And they better not give up anymore. If the next goal scored is Toronto, the game's over. Whatever you think Primo's value is, goalies, there's some teams that really need goalie talent, right? And a guy like Primo, maybe on a different team, it's a new start. Things go well. You don't know, so he'll get picked up. I have no doubt I think he'll get picked up. So you can't just lose him for nothing. BL looks like it. Yeah. I mean, unless something changes here real soon, I don't see them coming back. They're not playing in a way it looks like they're, gonna somehow find the magic to come back. But you never know. Maybe a lucky goal, gives them momentum, gets them going. I don't know. But I'd like to see it happen soon. Look at that. Matheson shot got through. Look at that. Ooh, that was a nice shot by Struble. Some good pressure here by Montreal right now. And puck comes out. I don't think Joey hears me. I think his sound is off. Toronto fans are asleep. They always sleep. Aren't they? They're some of the quietest fans, aren't they? Are there a lot of empty seats there? I haven't really noticed. There are some. I'm seeing some. Might have something to do with Matthews being out, but they always sell out. I mean, Toronto always sells out. Five minutes into the third. Montreal's getting the shots now. It's 20-17, so they've made it a lot closer. No goals to show for it. Hey, David. Happy birthday, David. Happy birthday. 27 years old. Awesome, man. I remember when I was 27. Where am I? Well, Joey, here's a dunce hat. Go sit in the corner. He's not banned, by the way, just 5 minutes. They're catching up on shots. Catch up on goals now. That'd be awesome. But I got Nick, Slav, and Doc on line one now. Right now. David, it's 4-1 Toronto. Icing with 12:42 to go in the third. In the game, probably. Top corner, quiet night for line one. This is a big problem. And, we're not scoring enough goals. Those guys have been quiet mostly over the last 5-6 games. So we need more from them right now, production-wise. Maybe we should send them to Laval and try some of the Laval guys up here. Right? Maybe we should do that. Send them, just wave them and send them to Laval. No? Still not enough pushback from them. Well. Oh, Caulfield came close there. I don't think so. I kind of think they really want to keep Roy down there. I think him chasing a championship, maybe 50 goals, I think that's more beneficial than him coming up here. As far as Beck, I don't know. I don't know how he's doing down there right now. Was that Liney skating at practice? Awesome. No, I did not see it. Have a good one, Top Corner. Thanks for being here. $11:27 left in the game. More than likely, anyway. They better get a goal soon if they have any hope. Believe me, I was hoping for a better game from Montreal. I don't really find they, it's the rivalry thing where they play better against Toronto than other teams sometimes. I didn't find they did that tonight. They didn't step up to the rivalry, in my opinion. Remembrance Day is on Monday, and then right after that stuff is going to be the game at 12:30. Montreal is in Buffalo. Weird start time. Paul, I don't know what that means. You can't roller skate in a Buffalo herd. You shouldn't, because it'd be very detrimental to your health. Demidov is doing well in the KHL, yeah. Oh, I forgot to do what I was going to do, too. I've got this new thing I made. I was supposed to run it. I'm going to run it now. I can talk through it. But for that, I forgot to run this. So do as the sign says. Subscribe, like, and share. Got to remember to do that. It's new. You have what? Whenever you said you can't roller skate in Buffalo herd. What does that have to do with them playing Buffalo? And this game can't go faster. It'd be nice if it was over at this point. No, I shouldn't say that. There's still 10 minutes to go. Buffalo, I wouldn't say always, but we'll see on Monday. Brad, I don't know. I think he left. He was a little upset about everybody, so Rick left. I'm his twin, Rock. I didn't change. I should have changed the name there. Have a good one, Huzu. Monty, okay. Collision right into Monty. I mean, I don't think the guy did it on purpose. So Monty kind of dove into him, actually. Yeah, I don't think that's on purpose. No, it wasn't even that bad. What? So New Hook took a roughing penalty on that. Really? That's Joey. You don't listen. You don't listen when I talk. So how about this? I cue too. Oh well, no more Joey. It's funny how he's tried to make fun of me there before, so I put him in a timeout. Then you see how hostile he got. But it's okay to make fun of me though. I shouldn't. Why should I get mad at that? I didn't see any roughing there, but maybe I missed something. Come on, guys, get a shorty. At least they got a shot. Jesus Christ. Three on one. Monty made the save. They got caught. Three guys up there on short-handed got caught up ice. I'm not sure what you say there, Andre. Seen a lot of gloves in the faces that don't get called for reffing. I doubt we're coming back. 6.5 minutes to go. So I doubt that's going to happen. Brad, another bag skate tomorrow wouldn't be a bad idea. By the way, the penalty was for roughing, not cross-checking. If it was a cross-check, call it a cross-check. He called it roughing. Brad, how do you know that? They've had one. How many of other teams had? You know? You don't. I said Kirby Dak, and you're going to correct me and say Doc, not Dak. Really? Brad, you don't know that. There's 31 other teams. You do not know that about all 31 other teams. $5.46 left. You watch every practice. Also, you deliver presents with Santa Claus, I bet. Shit, Caulfield again, close. Again, Gislain, it's a cross check. A cross check should be called a cross check. That's all I'm saying. Well, at least we're getting down to the end. 4:25 left in the third. 4-1 Toronto, of course. 26-21 are the shots. And Montreal's done nothing in this period. I'd like to see him just get a goal before it's over. That's all. Two and a half minutes left of this misery. We don't even really get a push for a goal. The Sens win. They beat the Bruins. Oh, that's what I heard in our chat group. Heard a bunch of notifications. Last minute of play. Oy. Oh, that's over. 4-1 Toronto. I think the most disappointing thing about the game was Montreal didn't do anything in the third at all. You know, you think you see a push, something. Yeah, it was a bit brutal. Oy. 6 losses in a row. You know, maybe they should, they should be testing goalies, or maybe they should test some players from Laval. Just give them a test, you know. Buffalo won this afternoon. It was at least a clean game. It was mostly that. Yeah, you're right. It was pretty clean. And that's it. So I don't know if I'm doing Habs at night or not. I don't know if I got the energy for it. I'm going to try. If I can write a script, I'm going to do one. If I can't. Joe, yeah, I heard he scored 2. I say he's going to pass Gretzky this season. And if he can keep that kind of scoring up, he'll get the goals he needs. 9 straight road losses for in Toronto for Montreal. Oh, well. No tanking. I'm not doing any tank talk. They'll tank on their own, be organic, but I'm not talking about tanking. That's stupid. Sorry. Not doing that. All right. I'm going to be taking off because I got to try to write a script. Yeah, I'm not able to watch it. Hako, I'm not talking about that. That's ridiculous. All right. So I'll be back on Monday. I don't know if a lot of you guys will be able to join me at all. It's a weird time. 12:30 in the afternoon Monday on Remembrance Day. It's Remembrance Day in the States as well. So they are in Buffalo. I guess it's a holiday basically over there, more than it is here, I guess. And they're doing an afternoon game. That's weird. So, 12:30. I'll be doing the game. I don't expect a lot of people there, but you never know. If you're not doing anything on Monday afternoon, check it out. All right. That's it. Once again, apologize to anybody that I may have pissed off, except Joey, because he pissed me off by not listening at all to anything that I said and just kept asking the same stupid thing after I've answered it, and just keep asking it and then doing it on purpose to piss me off. So I'm not tolerant about that right now. Other than that, anybody else that I might have pissed off, I apologize. I don't really mean to piss anybody off, but sometimes you can't help it. All right. That's it. Enjoy the rest of the evening. It is Saturday, so it's still pretty early. Have a good one. I'm gone. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Till next time, stay safe. Peace out. And I'll see you then. Ciao, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you like this, give a thumbs up, leave a comment, and please share this video.